test stream. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, looks like it's good, even though I'm uploading stuff to Dropbox at the moment. Time to go do an escort quest.
Glory to the whole.
Glory to the Sindori. Ugh, why does it keep doing this? I don't want to set this up. First, hello, King first. What's up, everyone? It's everyone's 5th favorite Yu-Gi-Oh channel, the Duologues here. Playing classic WoW on his alternative World of Warcraft channel that he does for fun. Stuck in traffic, thanks for streaming? Heck yeah. I wish I was stuck in traffic. No, I don't. Actually, I remember when I used to commute to work, it was a really long commute. So I got a chance to read a lot of audiobooks, or I guess listen to a lot of audiobooks. And I was able to listen to quite a bit of audiobooks doing that. It was honestly kind of a good time. I don't really get to listen to anywhere near as many audiobooks as I used to. But I remember I used to go through like a new book every couple weeks, which was insane. Whew. Greetings, friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well enough. Uh-oh, Astronar. This town literally doesn't exist anymore. I always watch your videos before I sleep. It really helps me sleep quickly. You're welcome. You know, it's because of people like you that I, turned down the outro music on my videos. Starting in 2018, I think. Or maybe it was this year, I don't remember. All I know is I started turning down the outro music on my videos. The Maghar will put in charge of Brewfest? What? Dear YouTube, communicate. Oh my god. I'm just catching up on my Twitter since I didn't actually read it today. And what do you know? People are still crying about the verification thing. Except Vorosh the Lasher? There's no one here. It did say I'd have to wait if there was no one here, though. Hello, Hero. Hello, Crimson. Picking up wife from the airport during rush hour. Oof. How old are you? I'm 16 years young. I wish I had your job, Hero. It's okay. What was I gonna say? I was watching this thing yesterday. It was like a 2-hour video about this like FPS YouTuber. It was like going over his history, I guess, because the he's not crazy. He's just like, easily trolled. And there was like some things he was saying about YouTube. He's like, the reason I haven't quit is because I can't go back to a normal job. It's like, I love, the attention I get, the money I make for just playing video games. I just wouldn't be able to do a normal job after it. Yeah, Wings, that was him. And I was just, watching all this and hearing these things, and I was like, is this why people ask me, like, about my backup plans? Or what I would do after YouTube? Because, like, I always thought, if YouTube crashed and burned, I wasn't able to do it anymore, I would just go get a normal job. Like, who cares? I just see YouTube as like a normal thing. But, you know, to other YouTubers, I can totally see why it would be something like special, you know, something they wouldn't want to lose ever. You know, because you do get like lots of attention. People constantly want to talk about you. They, you know, make videos about you and stuff. People ask you about how you're doing all the time. And I was like, oh, you know, I didn't even know about that because I'm a huge loner who doesn't like to talk to people. You know, those don't really seem like perks to me. Those are just, you know, part of the job. Kind of like when I used to work at, you know, my fast food place. Well, it wasn't a fast food place. It was an entertainment place where I worked with the general public. And, you know, I talked to a bunch of people all the time. It just kind of felt the same way. I've traded in talking to customers and be nice to them to talking to fans and be nice to them. It almost seems like it's the exact same thing. Except fans are like 10 times nicer than customers. So it's always funny to see like little insights about other YouTubers. You know, like some of them just really love the attention you get from being a YouTuber. And that just never factored into me as a perk of the job. There's also this other thing I found out. I was watching a video on Grade A Under A and how he was making his videos and why he stopped. And basically, the way he treated his videos was like every single video needed to be a success or it was a failure. Like if he released a video and it didn't get like over 4 million views, you know, and instead it only got, you know, like 800,000 views or only 1 million views, he considered it a failure. And then he would just try something else to get more views because he was just constantly looking for the next big hit. And I was like, wow, that mentality literally has never crossed my mind before. If I release a video and it does super well, I'm like, great. If I release a video and it does, you know, normal, I think, great, it didn't fail. You know, I don't fish for big hits. I just like put out videos because I always think long term with them. Like, you know, this video does well enough, I'm going to be making money from it like 3 years from now. Because there's definitely a lot of videos on my channel that I made like 5 years ago that I'm still making money from today. And so it just completely surprised me that there's YouTubers who think so short term like that. I was like, oh my god. Like, no wonder he quit. He was, you know, like making himself go crazy trying to constantly make his next video be like a viral success. I was like, that's so unnecessary and kind of stupid. But hey, that's just, you know, their thought process, I guess. Mongoose bite. Fuck. This is kind of annoying. Oh my god, I was able to kill one of them completely with my trap. That's pretty great. Okay, defeat the Lasher. Ooh, I got a page from manual. I love it when people think you serious. You were 16. I like to say I'm 16. I don't know how true that is, though. What do you think about A2 so far? A2 is like, you know, great patch. It'll probably go down as one of the greatest. Wings, track descriptions, that down the rabbit hole video. Yeah, I think that's what it was. He got great videos. I can't really normal job because of my health. Yeah, I'm sure there's you know, there's lots of other factors that go into having a normal job or not. I could probably go get a normal job. Conventional job. I guess normal's fine. You know, you gotta be real careful not to call YouTube a fake job. You know, like go get a real job. Because I mean, if you do something and you get paid for it, that's a job. It's literally like the definition of one. What the hell is this guy's hit radius? Holy shit, I have to stand this far back just to hit him. And yet immolation trap doesn't work. Face reveal we need, never. Oh wait, never mind. Twitch, I do not stream. What if it fails? What if what fails? Lux, can you buy me sub? What? Lucas. Yeah, your videos aren't really dated like others. Well, that's because I build my videos to be, like, you know, evergreen. I specifically design my channel around evergreen content. And the thing is, like, grade A under A's videos are also evergreen content. So the fact that he was, you know, worrying so much about them was just kind of baffling. It's like, do you not understand your own videos and stuff? I mean, I'm pretty sure he does. It's just he wanted the videos to be big hits as well. Hi Hero, out of WoW for a while, so I stopped watching your videos, but I came back with Classic and been binging. Thank you for content, that's great. Hey, I designed my videos to be binge watched someday in the future, so you're basically watching them in the exact way I intended. Every time I release a new video, it's more like, you know, one day someone will watch this a year from now in a playlist, and it'll be good background noise. That's kind of what I aim for, because that gets lots and lots of views. It gets lots of consistent views too. Like, I remember when, you know, BFA was going through a lull, and all the other YouTubers were talking about how, you know, no one's watching Warcraft videos. I was like, I mean, my channel has never been doing better. Maybe it's just you guys. Your content strategy is just, you know, not designed for long-term stuff like mine is. Hi, Hero. Holy crap, retail player playing Classic? What the fuck is this? I know, right? It's crazy. You sound younger than you are? Hey, that's because I'm 16. Is there a good auction house add-on for Classic? I think TSM and Auctionator work for it. Those are both all you really need. Hero, what do you think about the Area 51 raid this morning? I don't really know how what went down with that. I don't actually, like, keep up with stupid shit. I'm sure I'll find out if something bad happens, because everyone will talk about it. That's usually how I find out information. I try my best not to, you know, muddy up my day with unimportant news. Otherwise, that's a good way to just worry yourself about nothing. Which also means I don't get meme news either. Videos are dated by the last patch you can talk about. Sure, like there is a time limit to some of them to an extent, but you can also enjoy them, you know, 5 years from now, and they'll still be relevant. It's just they can be updated, but that doesn't make the original videos, you know, not watchable anymore. Like if you watched, I don't know, a news video from a year ago, why would you want to do that when, you know, the news has already happened and it's now old news? Answer to that question is if you're looking up stuff. Like I had to go back and watch a couple of my old news videos just to learn a few things about boss fights and statistics, and I was like, man, it's a good thing these things exist. That doesn't really get very much wide search traffic though. Hi, retail player. Have you met Hero? I have. He's told me lots of things I'd rather not repeat. Very not PG-13 stuff. What is this zone? It's Ashenvale. Yeah, when I first found you, I loved binge watching your videos while I played stuff on my second monitor. Yep, you see, that's what I like to do when I find a new channel I like. I like to binge watch all their videos. So I know, like, the do's and don'ts of how to do good binge watching and how not to. Like, recently I discovered a new channel that I really liked. And then I went over to her playlists, and she didn't have any. And I was like, oh my god. Ugh. How do you not have any playlists on your channel? That is like YouTuber 101. I remember, like, same thing. When I found Puffin Forest for the first time. He's like a really popular D&D YouTuber now. But like when he was starting out like a year or two ago, I found his channel and I wanted to watch his backlog, but he didn't have any playlists. So I sent him a message on Twitter. I was like, make some playlists. He's like, okay. And then he made some. And I couldn't have been happier. By that point, I'd already watched all of his backlog though, but you know, like if you're a new YouTuber and you make some good stuff, make playlists. I want to watch all your videos. That should be a priority. I get so many views on my channel through playlists. It's insane. Only checks death counts for today in the news.
Strength and honor.
LK baby leveling as warrior. You know it.
May your blade.
I use auctioneer. I used to use auctioneer too. Is BFA in a decent spot now? I'm thinking about going back once I get burned out in classic. Yeah, it's pretty great right now. Even people who like vehemently hated BFA at the beginning agree that it's pretty good right now. Of course, you know, those people also move the goalpost. So, you know, you gotta be a little bit careful. Some people will say blank and blank is totally broken. Blizzard should fix this. And then when Blizzard fix it, they'll move the goalpost and say, it was actually this problem the whole time that was broken. Blizzard needs to fix this problem. Which is currently, fuck, I don't know. Something about RNG and gear. I forget. 2 people were arrested. No one killed at Area 51. Huh. 1,000 people got shot by the Air Force /S. Sounds about right. Kill 9 Ashen Vale Outrunners. Okie dokie. How are you finding the slow pace compared to retail? It's pretty great. It's like I turn on classic for an hour every night and I just, you know, level up a little bit and it's been pretty great. Ooh, a slime. Hero, how many times have you watched HXH? I actually have like a policy of not rewatching anime. So only twice. Because it's just too good. Do you know of Stoicism's philosophy? Because your attitude to news is basically that. Stoicism. I took a lot of philosophy classes when I was in college. The name sounds familiar, but I would not be able to give you a definition off the top of my head. Here before Gunter Arcanus gets mentioned. Man, I haven't been able to mention him in a video for a while, and it's been really, irksome. I really want to talk about Gunter Arcanus some more. He is not at 16, it's a joke. Sure, I'm 16. I started my channel when I was 10 years old. If you go back and watch my earliest videos, you'll see that I do not have a deep voice. Which is funny, because if you go back and listen to my early videos, I have the exact same voice. It's just, not very well. Well, it's not the exact same voice. I use a fake voice now. My earliest videos had my real voice. Which is not very good. Those videos suck. Which is why YouTube does not recommend them. Puffin, yeah, he's great. He is great. And you can thank me for giving him the suggestion to have playlists on his channel. He does an amazing video of his party story. Whoa, where the hell did this thing come from? Ever since I got my hunter, I've been really my pet. I've noticed I've been so lazy. I used to kite everything before level 10, and now I don't even bother to move out of melee range. Finally, someone who shares my philosophy on news. If it doesn't affect me, why do I need to know it? If it does affect me, I'll eventually learn about the people asking for my opinions on it. See, here's the thing, my philosophy with the news only really works because I'm the only one who really does it. It wouldn't really work on a large scale because I kind of reliant on other people being obsessed with the news to tell me actual important things. And if no one cares about that kind of shit, then I'll never learn anything. It's kind of like objectivism. It only works for, a very small minority of people, and it can't possibly work on a large scale. Or, I guess objectivism doesn't even really work on a large, small scale either. But, it's kind of like the point of it. It's a really selfish mentality to have. No, it's Zygor. What about Zygor? Hero, what do you want in 9.0? I want more Sylvana storyline. I want her to go Super Saiyan 3 and defeat the Lich King, who was fused with Illidan and Sargeras. And then the Burning Legion combined with Void comes in and invades Azeroth. Do you stream on Twitch too? Nope. Well, note asterisk, I do occasionally stream on Twitch if I don't want anyone to watch, because sometimes I'll do a gaming night in my Discord channel. And some of the games I play require me to stream my game, so like Jackbox games or dating sims. And so I use Twitch for that. You know, I'll literally just link it to the Discord, and only the people who are playing the game can watch. That's what I use Twitch for. If I, you know, need to stream something, but I don't want people to watch. And funny enough, you know, through only streaming that tiny amount, you know, sometimes just for the gamer nights, I qualify for like that Twitch, not partnership, but the affiliates program, whichever one allows you to get the sub button, which just makes it, you know, getting a sub button is an absolute joke. It's the easiest thing you can possibly do. Why streaming through dating sims? Have you ever played Monster Prom? Monster Prom is a multiplayer dating sim game you can play without other people needing to own the game, but they just need to be able to see what you're doing. So if you just stream it, you can just have other people tell you what they want to do, and you just click the option for them. It was like almost made for it. Oh my god, where the hell are these people at? Let's try going over to this location. Make a video titled Top 10 WoW NPCs most often mentioned on my channel. You'll get Gunther back. If I did that, no one would watch the video though. Maybe if I absolutely run out of ideas. I need help here. Where are the training dummies in org? Hey, look, it's Split Rift. Everyone misses you on the server, Split Rift. Even though we know you don't play WoW anymore. Took a damn great... What the fuck? You talked fast in the old videos? I talked fast in one of my old videos. And that was it. Your action bars are so random. No, they're not. They're just set up for keybinds and stuff. Sylvansky art from now Jaina for BFA announcement. Hey, they better have Super Saiyan 3 Sylvanas versus Arthas and the Lich King doing the fusion dance while also controlling the Void Plague Burning Legion .2, where we have to go into the super twisty nether in order to have the tournament of power, where everyone has to fight in order to save the universe. But then at the last second, the Zerg invasion comes in, and what do you know? The StarCraft universe was part of the Warcraft universe all along. Except the Zergs in the Warcraft universe act like the Tyranids from Warhammer 40k, so they're like 10 times more dangerous. Zygor for quest tracking? Yup. Why the hell did he run off and fight this dude? I didn't tell him to. What, streaming live instead of making videos? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a video right now that's not going to be finished until next week. So hopefully Felplague will get his video done by tomorrow so that I'll have a video for this week done. Because I'm currently working on the remake to the top 10 hardest raid bosses video. And the video is going to be at least 50 minutes long. And I barely finished the script this week. Here, play the KFC dating game. I am absolutely going to play that game as soon as it comes out. 40% MS trinket with 30-minute cooldown. Never in retail, but in classic, it's BIS. I can't imagine something with a 30-minute cooldown is that BIS. You know, it's probably BIS for like duels and stuff, where you're only fighting one person, but you know, you probably have to like swap it out with something else eventually. 16 and already out of college. Here, I dropped out of college though, in order to focus on YouTube. Mainly because I failed my Japanese like 201 class, and I didn't want to retake it. And I was like, you know what? YouTube's doing well. Let me see if I can just focus on this instead. See where that takes me. It was very successful. It was a good decision. I still kind of want to finish college anyway, because I was basically done. I'd only need to... Shit, I actually might have enough credits for a diploma, because I took so many classes, but I don't have enough for the one I was going for. Do you think if Classic remains pretty popular, they'll add back more RPG elements for the next expansion? Maybe. Like, you know, Blizzard has shown a precedent of, returning old features to the game. Like the portal room thing. They removed a crap ton of portals from the world and just put them all in one location, while also not giving portals to some places. That was actually a step in, the direction people wanted. And you saw how much people bitched and complained about that. But yeah, they've already shown that they're willing to do these kinds of things. But you also have to remember, like, Blizzard took these things away and made things more convenient because that's what players wanted. It's not like Classic was this perfect beacon of the game that should be emulated. All of the improvements were made because people wanted them. People asked for these things. It's more like the current game exists because this is what people want. And sometimes you just don't give people what they want. They think they want it, but they don't actually. Oh, by the way, grats on 200k. Why, thank you. My Yu-Gi-Oh channel hit 80k recently. Pretty soon I'll have a second channel. I'll be able to get a second play button. A second silver play button, I mean. Do you think if Classic remains pretty popular, do you think they will bring back Lich King? No. I don't think that's a realistic thing to happen for like a whole expansion. I'm sure it might happen as like a plot point because they definitely laid the groundwork for it with the DK Order Hall campaign. I don't think it's enough for a whole expansion though. But then again, there wasn't really enough for the Warlords of Draenor expansion, and they did that anyway, so, anything's possible. Members chat? I don't think I'll have enough members for that. There's probably like 5 members on the... Actually, let me check. I don't actually know how many members I have on the channel. I'm pretty sure there's a way to check. Tips on asking a girl out? I've only ever asked out like two or three. And like one of them, the girl asked me out first, so it didn't really count. And the other one, I got rejected, so that wasn't really good. And then the other one, we went on one date and it didn't really work out, so that didn't really work out either. I don't have very much experience with that kind of thing, other than the usual, just do it. Don't be a pussy. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Maybe it's in the community tab? Channel memberships. Members have a new home. Go to the new home. It's in YouTube Studio, huh? Channel members. Wow, I have 9 of them. Whoa. Whoa, there's 9 channel members, guys. That's crazy. I wonder if any of them are in chat right now. Because here's the thing, like, I release, early videos, and I let the channel members look at them. So I still give them the benefit, even though I don't actually know if I had any or not. Because it seems like a good idea to get in the habit, just in case. So it's a good thing I haven't been doing that for nothing. Okay, let's go back to live streaming. Other features, live events. Go to live control room. No, how about live stream now? Ah, here we go, the inconvenient one. Oh my god, YouTube Studio. Why is YouTube Studio literally just worse than the normal YouTube? Like, it's supposed to be a new and improved one, and everything is just worse. Like, do I really need a big-ass button saying, click here if you want to return to YouTube Studio? Oh, no, go away. It's so inconvenient. It literally blocks up the screen. This is what, those YouTubers really should be complaining about, not, the verified button. You think you do, but you don't. Playing right now, listening to you, kobolds run so fast when they run away in fear. Yeah, that's why you gotta slow humanoids whenever they're low on health. A good habit to get into. Otherwise, they're going to raffle pwn you. Is he responding to another chat? No. What if the real battle for Azeroth were the friends we made along the way? That'll probably be the ending of one of the expansions. Is it better to be too hot or too cold? Good question. I would rather be cold than hot, because at least if you're cold, you can like put on a sweater. But like if you're going into extreme heats, yeah, I don't know. Hot seems like you can escape it easier. Yu-Gi-Oh channel, any other franchises you really enjoy aside from WoW and Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm sure there is. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Pokemon, maybe? Does anime count as a franchise? Is there diminishing returns in CC on Classic? Yeah, there is. There's just not like as many as them as there is in live. And they're not grouped up as heavily. YouTube Studio equals retail. Basically. It's like, just give me Classic back. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's feed him this Mutant Shop. And then open up all of these clamshells. And then try to click on these pages to combine them. That's not working. Does this allow me to combine them? God damn it. God damn it, these pages. You know, I was listening to an interview, and the reason they said they added like these quests that have little pages to them, like in the Green Heels of Stranglethorn, was because they wanted to tell a story in the game. But, you know, they didn't want to just put it in a book or anything, so they thought it would be fun if people could run around and collect the story. And they didn't really implement it correctly, and everybody hated it instead. And he's like, that was kind of a failure. We put those in because we thought people would want to read the story and hunt them out, which just ended up being tedious. And kind of like muddying up people's bag spaces. I love you, senpai. Too cold by far. Raffle pwn me, daddy. It's easier to warm up than to cool down. See? Those are my thoughts exactly. Oh shit. Can I use this to get rid of it? I don't want to be diseased. This is making me run really slow. It's easier. Hello, do you like retail? I sure do. Would you... No, I wouldn't. Let's just put it that way. What's some good info already? Which anime then? Aside from Hunter x Hunter? I recently wrote down like my top 10 favorite stories of all time. I think a couple of them were not animes though. Actually, let me bring that up. Ooh, is that enough to combine them? Oh my god, this is annoying. Oh my god, seriously, why do they do shit like this? God damn it, Classic WoW, why are you so bad? Oh shit, I totally forgot I was doing this. Let me, I need to send something off real quick. Do. Top 10 best cards to cheat out of the extra deck. Create link. Copy link. Yahoo Mail. Compose. Send off. New vid. Send the email. Okay, I just had to send a... I had to send a project to my editor. Because I was uploading it to Dropbox when I started it. And now I need to tell them. Okay. Gotta do that before I forget. Alrighty then. I got that out of the way. Now it's time for me to open up my thing. Videos to be made. Let's see. My top 10 anime stories of all time. Whoa. Whoa. Let me see if this is set up. Oh, hey, it works with Classic. I don't think I really have it resized correctly. Let me make that a little bit smaller. How do I change it again? Is it Alt? Is it Shift? Ah, here we go. It's Shift. See, if I do it like this, then you can see what I'm doing on screen. Really stretched out. Welcome to the NHK. Let me move it over here. I wrote this down because I like to, write down what my favorites are in top 10 list occasionally. And let's see, of all of these, I think only 2 of them are manga only. So we have number 1, of course, the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Nothing really beats that. At number 2, Spirit Circle, that's a manga. It's a great story. Number 3, Welcome to the NHK. This is an anime. It's super good. It's like the most realistic depiction of depression I've ever seen in any form of media. Just happens to have an anime, manga, and novel available to it. And then Madoka Magica, 12-episode anime, plus a movie. Steins Gate, 2 animes. The World God Only Knows, Season 3. Kind of have to watch the first 2 seasons for it, but those are also good. It's just Season 3 is the masterpiece. And then we have the Nadeko Medusa arc from the Monogatari series, Series 2nd. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Again, manga only. They never actually made an anime of it. And then we have another Hunter x Hunter arc on here, the Phantom Trope arc, which is amazing. And then finally, at the last place, I couldn't really pick one. So either Code Geass Season 2, all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, all of Fate Zero, or the Marineford arc from One Piece. And then we have the runners-ups, of course. Oh, I can't actually scroll down. Runners-up, Marineford, Water 7, One Piece. That was also pretty good. I gotta do that real quick. Golden Time was great. Your Lie in April was great. Ping Pong the Animation. Surprisingly, super good, despite the name of it. My Teen Romantic Comedy, JoJo Part 4, the Kira arc. Kira has got to be one of the best anime villains of all time. And then I should probably also add 3 Gatsu no Lion, because that shit's amazing as well. Up to the runners-up list anyway. Okay, let's go back to the real gameplay of Vanilla WoW. You can't just take breaks like this in the middle of Vanilla WoW because, it's inefficient. I have to level quickly. I need to hit level 60 before everyone else. Nice, thanks man. Haven't heard of Spirit Circle or Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Funny thing, Lucifer, the Biscuit Hammer, and Spirit Circle are both made by the same manga artist. The dude is just a genius writer. I recently read a short story he made. It was a short 1-chapter manga that was 80 pages long. And it was so good. I was God damn it, this guy is such a good writer. The concept of it was so unique. I was how have I never seen something like this before? It's such a good idea for a story, and he already executed it so well in such a short amount of time. God damn it, you stole my Sentinel. That would have been my last one I needed to kill. Loktar. Would you ever consider making Pokemon content if you like it? Nah. I don't think I like Pokemon enough. Well, here's the thing, usually if I like something, I don't ever want to make videos about it. And that reminds me, like, I really like Dungeons and Dragons. That's another thing I'm really into. I don't know how I forgot it. Because I, like, you know, DM a couple of games occasionally. But I really like Dungeons and Dragons. And, you know, I always made, like, this promise to myself where I'd never make videos about it because I don't want to ruin it like I did, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! And WoW. I really need to go back to a thing. It's like, I'd rather not ruin another thing that I like for myself by trying to turn it into a job. I mean, IERP in Northshire. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Probably Obelisk the Tormentor. What is Eureka 7? Probably some garbage anime that I've never watched. Tuned in to see some retail playing classic, witness top 10 stories in anime. Hey, what can I say? I like to make top 10 lists in my spare time about stupid shit that I'll never make a video about. Why is he running off and attacking these things? Oh, it's because it probably attacked me. And I just didn't notice. How do you know how realistic depression looks like? Did you suffer from it? If so, great. Oh, I went to college for psychology. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I mean, I talk about it constantly in all of my streams. I just don't know if I mentioned it today. I only know FMA/code. You need to watch more animes. Did you read the new One Piece chapter? Yeah, I did. Did I read the new One Piece chapter? I'd rather not ruin it for the plebeians who don't read One Piece, because it was a pretty huge thing that happened. Kira is the best protagonist and villain. He's not the best villain ever. He's definitely a top tier villain, though. I'd say the best antagonist ever written is Meruem from the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. And he's like part of the reason I have, you know, the Chimera Ant arc at number 1. I'm supposed to get someone over here because Meruem is just perfect. I need to run back to town real quick. I need to get my weeb on harder. Damn, dude, I loved ping pong. One Piece and FMA are also amongst my favorites. Ever given Attack on Titan manga a chance? I've grown to love it as well. Yeah, I've been, I started reading the manga after the first season ended. Like back in 2013, I think. So that means I've been a fan of Attack on Titan for a long time. And man, Attack on Titan really surprised me. It has got to be like, you know, the ending has been planned since the beginning, and it really shows with some of these later chapters, and it's just super surprising because you just don't see this in long-running animes or mangas. Like, they're referring to things that happened in like the first episode as like hints to things that are happening currently, and I was like, oh my god, it actually makes sense. Holy crap. Ooh, and D&D. Top 10 best foods that I haven't eaten yet. Here, what is your favorite frog and why is it Kragwa? How did you know? That was one of my D&D characters. I played a druid who was called Kragwa, and he would turn into a giant frog. Are you the Duologs guy? Yep. Do you play One Piece Treasure Cruise? No. You know, like most licensed games are not very good. That being said, like the 2 One Piece fighting games they released for the GameCube were really good. And I loved them. And they're like some of my favorite fighting games. I'm not sure if they're really good as fighting games as part of the whole genre goes, but you know, they're pretty enjoyable fighting games for someone who doesn't know fighting games very well. God damn it, do they seriously not have a vendor in this town? I just need to sell my shit. Where are the vendors? Maybe inside this cave? Meruem is stank, ant, squash. Oops, sorry, hero. I mean, like, that's so untrue that I can't even take it seriously. So, you know, it's fine. You can say whatever you want about him. Have you ever played D&D? Yeah. Do they seriously not have vendors in this goddamn town? It's not bad. Follows the book. Yeah, I kind of thought Attack on Titan was overrated at first. I read some more and watched new anime season. It just goes together so well. Yep. It's like, you know, a very highly acclaimed show that's super popular, and it kind of deserves it all. Which I haven't really seen since, like, Game of Thrones, where something was so popular and was also really good. Or, you know, Breaking Bad. Ah, here we go. It's rare for something to be good and also, you know, be popular. Attack on Titan is one of, like, those few exceptions. Actually, you know what? If I'm thinking about it, what are things that are super popular but also good? You know, there's Attack on Titan, One Piece, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and I can't really think of a fifth one off the top of my head. Oh, this ring is soulbound? Oh, okay. You know, despite the final season of Game of Thrones not being very good, it's still, like, miles above anything else. Even if it had a, you know, really shitty ending. Plus, you know, the books aren't done yet. And they veered off from the books pretty heavily, like, in Season 5. Vendor outside the cave to the left. I know, I found him. Why didn't you guys tell me earlier, though? Do you enjoy watching me suffer? Do we only exist on this earth just to be in pain? Level, and what do I need to do? It's going to be level 1. Hello, fellow members of the highly secretive and Astronic Order of the White Lotus. What? Which Yu-Gi-Oh series have you watched? I watched the first one. The Yu-Gi-Oh anime itself is kind of a kid's show, so it's not really worth watching. Parody One Punch Man's opening song called Hero to Hero. One Piece Pirate Warriors is pretty damn nice if you like the type of hack and slash. I do like hack and slashes. I found I'm not a huge fan of Dynasty Warrior-like games, though. If that's the one I'm thinking about. Oh my god, Drew turning into a giant frog is amazing. My D&D character is called Frog and had a pet frog named called Franks. A pet frog. How would... Were you a ranger? My current D&D character is loosely based off of Merum's backstory. You know, because I'm unoriginal. Normally fandoms will kill stuff, so I'm glad... Oh, I guess Rick and Morty is included amongst that list as well. You know, I was thinking, what's super popular but also good? Rick and Morty, yeah, that also fits. I'm pretty sure people would agree that Rick and Morty is really popular. Garlic bread. I'd say Death Note. Yeah, Death Note counts too. What's your lineup in Idle Heroes if you still play? Let me check. I usually have Scary. Like, because I play Idle Heroes every day. I try to go as far as I can while spending the least amount of money possible. And I just, like, I'm really bad at remembering names, so I have to look it up just to see what their names are. Follow and protect Torrik. Oh shit, I didn't know this was an escort quest. No wonder I couldn't find shit. For the Horde. Despite being a similar case, your last season was quite disappointing. Yeah, I mean, Season 8 It didn't have a very good ending. And there's just a lot of things about it that were kind of meh. But you know, if you just ignore that, it's a really good show. Whoever just made an Avatar reference, you're biased. Oh, Avatar is also really good. I wouldn't call that super popular, though. Dynasty Warriors would be like an action hack and slash. Diablo, even Borderlines are the more traditional hack and slash, like Titan's Quest. Yeah, I love, you know, the Diablo style hack and slash. If that's what it is. Rick and Morty is really awesome. Oh yeah, I was looking at my Idol Heroes lineup. I forget their names. So we have Heartwatcher, Scary, Starlight, Penny, and Valentino and Horus. Because those are only like E10. Everyone else, E11 and above. Wait, that's not the right word for it. E1. Are they E0? I don't know, level 10. And then when it goes up to a level 16, I think, that's the highest level in the game. Horus is a beast. God, Horus is so good. He, like, my level 10 Horus out damages my E5 Scary most of the time when I'm fighting bosses. It's insane. I was like, holy crap, I really need to rank up Horus more. He is a monster when it comes to damage. Silver Ring Sentinel. You should kite Mankrik to Stormwind. I don't know if I can do that. Is GX worth watching? Well, shit. Why did these guys spawn? Protect me! Protect me! Protect me! Don't fucking block my shit, you stupid goddamn asshole. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my god, how the hell did I survive that? I should have died. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was insane. Man, I had to... So what I did there... So like, you know, there was like 4 or 5 guys who just spawned on top of me and ran after me. And I was totally dead. So what I did was I ran to these guys to hope that they would aggro some of them. I also used my really sticky glue, which is like a one-time quest item you get, which will root them for one target for 10 seconds. And then I just spammed wing click on one of them and just ran. And it worked. I was like, oh my god, that was insane. I just ran and I used a healing potion and then I bandaged and, you know, they were able to deal with them. Fuck. I 100% should have died right there. I don't know how the hell I survived that. The glue, yeah, the glue fucking saved my life. It's a good thing I have really sticky glue on my bars. I literally only ever use it when I'm like in a life or death situation. And you know, usually when you have items like that, you forget to use them. So I'm glad I actually remembered, like, oh, sticky glue. I'll use that on one of them, even though, you know, there's like 4 of them that are killing me. You still have really sticky glue? Yeah, I have really sticky glue on my bar, literally for situations like this. You gotta love being attacked. Ugh, that was scary. Your brain had muscle memory. I don't know about that. Like, I have no muscle memory of using sticky glue or wing clip. It's more like I was desperate and I was like, what can I do to get out of this situation? I know, sticky glue one, slow another, run away, go heal. I was just thinking of one thing at a time. Sticky glue one. Okay, what should I do next? Oh, I can wing clip one of them. Shit, he blocked. I'm dead. Nope, I'm still alive. Ooh. Okay, I got away. What can I do now? I should heal up. How can I heal? Oh, healing potion. Wait, is there something I can get over here? Apparently there's something I can grab from over here. Let's see. Scout, kill 12. If there is, I don't see it. Thing is, I'm level 13. You're already gone 15 levels without using that glue. Without wasting the glue. Like, I mean, I've used it 5 times because you only get 10 charges of it. So, you know, there was 4 other times before today where I had to use it in a sticky situation. Most of the time I still die anyway. So a lot of those were wasted. A couple of times it absolutely saved my life, like it did today. Like if I didn't have the sticky glue, I would have died right there. Here, stop throwing your sticky substance at every male guard you see. I can't stop myself. If you got multiple scaries, they should do well with the new max monsters. Yeah, I need to start leveling up another scary. I only have like 1 scary. It was so hard to E5 the 1 scary I have. And since then, I've only gotten 1 new one. So I don't know. I was thinking like Penny also does really good. I was just thinking about just leveling her up. But also Horus is doing so well too. Ugh. I'll probably just focus on Penny and Horus for now. Because I also have the E5 Heart Watcher, which is really good in PvE. I don't know, I think they changed monsters so that they remove debuffs, so you can't like infinitely stack up her debuff anymore. What add-on is the direction arrow? Oh, that's Zygor. A little bit late in answering that one though. Ooh, my pet leveled up. Whew. Just to think that while we played Vanilla, Arthas was sleeping and planning to kick our shit in with the might of the Scourge. Yeah, basically. More like he was recharging because he was really weak around this time period. Like, you know, there's a reason he went back to the Frozen Throne. He almost got killed by Sylvanas. Still surreal to me as level 40 Warlock that I'm supposed to fear quest mobs. I don't know if you're supposed to fear them. Did you just really use that pun? What pun? Did I use a pun? Oh shit, these things are high level. A sticky situation. Is that a pun? I don't know if that really counts as a pun, because a pun is like, you know, if I have a bear out, a bear pet, and I say, wow, that situation was unbearable. See, that would count as a pun. Sticky situation isn't really a pun, it's more of like, it's something else. It's definitely not a pun, though. Because a pun is like wordplay, and there's no wordplay involved with sticky situation. Whew. What is the add-on you use to show the duration of debuffs on the target underneath their portrait? I covered all that in my add-on video, because I forget. I think that's a combination of multiple add-ons, though. So just type in !add-ons and you'll get it. My add-on videos are really short and to the point, so, you know, you don't have to go through a bunch of bullshit just to get, you know, the answers you need. And you're welcome. You know, making them that way makes sure as I don't make money from the videos. Because, you know, there's a reason people pad out videos over 10 minutes, you know, with a whole bunch of bullshit. It's because that's how you actually make money on YouTube. It's just with the add-on videos, those are more of a passion thing. You know, add-ons are one thing that I really like. So I made those add-on videos just to kind of show, you know, the add-ons I like. Instead of making them because I thought it would be a good video for the channel. It was more of a, I'm a huge fan of add-ons, and that's what the video's for. And these things are immune to serpent sting? God damn it, stupid vanilla mobs. Did you ever get into Monster Hunter? I tried playing it and I didn't really like it very much. Do you know when profession perks were put into the game? I know they were in BC, but were they in vanilla as well? Profession perks that gave you stats weren't added until like Wrath of the Lich King, I think. But, you know, there are perks for professions in vanilla. Like, you know, the best profession you could take is probably engineering because of all of the perks it gives you. Like with damaging stuff. They just didn't like balance them until Wrath, I think. But you were talking about the glue. What server are you playing on? I still don't think that's a pun, though. That's something else. Because a pun is very specifically, you know, like, wordplay. And that's not wordplay. That's something else. That's not a pun. Because that's what I would call a sticky situation. I forget. There was, like, this one show I watched. I forget which one it was, but they were like retelling the same story over and over, and everyone ended their story with, and that's what I called a sticky situation. I don't remember what it was though, so I think I'm just saying stupid shit. Hey dude. As someone who hated on BFA and was hyped for Classic, got to 36 before I really missed all the things that WoW does right at the moment, I'm back on retail. You know, I have a confession to make. I have, you know, something I need to tell you guys. You know, don't tell anyone else I said this. You know, especially don't tell any of the WoW YouTubers or streamers. But secretly, you know, I've been playing retail WoW more than Classic ever since Classic's come out. You know, don't tell anyone else I said this, though. Like, you know, they'll revoke my YouTuber card if I say I enjoy retail more than Classic. Because I still do like Classic. I play it every day. I just play retail more. Secretly, though. You have to promise not to tell anyone else I said this. I have to imagine Gunther Arcana stayed with the Scourge. We would have lost, hands down. That guy probably makes Sargeras shit his pants. Like, Gunther Arcanus is probably in the same class as, like, you know, a raid boss. He's probably not as strong as Kel'Thuzad. So, you know, if he was part of the Scourge, he would just be like another one of those nameless people we kill, you know, in a raid. Shit, I'm gonna die. I need to get up to... What? No! Shit, I'm gonna die. I need to breathe. I need water. Let me fucking swim. Oh shit. That was scary. Why did these things fucking do that? What the hell is the breath timer? Why isn't it showing me the breath timer and like a thing I can actually see a timer on? Okay, I don't think these guys really drop anything. Oof, that was scary. It's a pun. I don't think it's a pun. What's your favorite expansion? Definitely Warlords of Draenor. I can't wait for Classic WoD to come out. WoD Plus would be better. Sticky situation with South Park? Yeah, I think that's what it was. There was like one where they were trying to all retell a story and they all ended it with, and that's what I call a sticky situation. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. What a great little rhyme. Sticky situation for glue is a pun because sticky in that context means difficult, but then it's actually sticky because of the glue. Oh, I guess that is wordplay. I didn't think of it like that. You know, hey, I guess you were right. You know, instead of admitting it though, maybe I should just double down and just call everyone else wrong, and then ban people who talk about it. That seems like a reasonable response, don't you agree? That's how a normal streamer would do things. I need to, you know, be more of a streamer. I need to get into that streamer mentality. I need to double down when I'm wrong and never admit fault. Because, you know, I have to keep up my ego. You know, if I'm wrong about something, people are going to make fun of me. And I just can't have that. Who is Gunther Arcanus? I should make a video. Who is Gunther Arcanus? Actually, I should. Why don't I do that? I'm retail only player, got a computer for Classic, and retail's the most fun to me. Still support Classic though. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I enjoy playing retail more. But I also like Classic. I think of them as like different games because they're so different. There's lots of things I do and I just think, man, I really miss the conveniences. Or like, ooh, I wish they would change this thing. Oh wait, you know, I do know that they change it eventually. WoD Classic servers. More of an idiom, I believe. I don't know what an idiom is. That's what I was gonna say, and then I was like, wait, I don't actually know the technical definition of that. Classic WoD Plus. Man, I would love a WoD Plus, like, no joke. You know, have them put in the Shatrath raid that they had planned. Like, so many of the things they had planned for that expansion just sounded so cool, and then they never did any of them. And, like, even then, the content we did get, like, Blackrock Founder is one of the best raids of all time. Just imagine the potential it had. A WoD Plus would be amazing. Have you leveled to 60? I'm working on it right now. Currently, I'm at level 26. Best expansion in WoW is MoP, hands down, specifically because of how broken DKs were. I mean, like, there was a ton of classes that were broken in MoP. MoP was kind of like peak ability bloat, because that was before they started removing stuff on a large scale. Like, they always removed things here or there. But MoP was like the last expansion where, you know, they were still adding new abilities to the game and they hadn't removed everything else yet. Because, like, you know, MoP was the golden age of Disc Priests. But then again, so was like every other expansion. Because Disc is always so good. But MoP Disc was just completely broken. It wasn't like it is now, where it's just, you know, one of the best healing classes. Back then, it was broken. I just finished Classic, 7 out of 10. Where are you from? I don't know. We already make fun of you, hero. That's true. You know, half the things said in stream are just people making fun of me. And it really hurts my feelings. Actually, I'm trying to think, you know, obviously I'm kidding about that. That makes me wonder, like, is there anything someone said in a stream that actually hurt my feelings before? Probably not, but I'd also like, you know, not like to invite people to try. It's probably not a good thing to talk about. Yeah, do an Estaband. Mr. Bones, I agree from a PvP perspective. MoP classes was safely fun to play. We had the current talent system with tweaks. A lot of people look fondly back on MoP class design. Yep, that's true. Lots of people think of MoP as, like, you know, top tier class design. But really, it was, you know, MoP was the game, the time period where everyone could do everything. Like, every class had a CC, every class had like a gap closer. Mop was like the expansion where every class, was basically the same. It was the most homogenized all the classes have been. And that's why people liked it so much, basically, because they just remember that their class could do everything. But they don't also remember that every class could also do everything. That was the main reason they went away from that class design. Only weebs like mobs because pandas? I don't know, mob wasn't one of my favorites. And I definitely watch lots of anime. Also, pandas is a China thing, not Japan. You're getting those two Asian countries mixed up. Let's see, it looks like dark green colored water elementals that move around this area. It moves in the water of the whole lake and on the small island, so you may need to search for it. Oh, I gotta kill a specific person. I don't have any room left on my bars. Is it this one? Oh, he's dead currently. Here, we'd never hurt you. Shit, you guys did so many things. I have to catch up for a second. Did they do it? Nope. Shatrath was wasted on an apex zone. Yeah, basically. I would never make fun of Hero because he's gay. See, that's true. I'll have you know, I'm not gay though. And I know this for sure because I've checked. Your voice is godly, so now I'll proceed to do the sleep. Well, good night. Don't worry, Hero. If anyone makes fun of you, I'll find them and slap them with my dong. Why, thank you, Jonathan. That's very appreciative. Can I combine pages yet? Ooh, I can combine some pages. Yay, got rid of some of the shit in my inventory. Before water globe is a water elemental swimming. Like he's still dead. Symbiosis, Druid with Ice Block, BM Hunter Stampede, Chaos. Actually, looking back, yeah, Mop, every class could do everything. That's why everybody liked it so much. It makes sense when you think of it that way. Like, if you think of it on a micro scale of only what your specific class could do, you think, man, Mop was amazing. But then when you think of it on a more micro scale, like what every class could do compared to each other, it was like every class was good at everything and no class was bad at anything. And that was kind of how it was balanced. And people weren't very fond of that in PvP because every class had like 3 interrupts or stuns and shit. And every class had a gap closer. And so they've just been removing those slowly and slowly. Whatever, there's slant eyes. Befalled, water globes, and elemental water swimming. Yeah. I'll just kill some elementals while I wait for them to spawn. Never watched anime, but I love Pandaria. Aw, you need to watch more animes. Also some really cool ones too. It's only gave the balls touch or you make eye contact. Or if you don't forget to say no homo afterwards. Oh, he's not showing up anymore. That means he's respawning somewhere. Thanks for the 2, Van Deal.
This is a weird feature.
This is a weird feature is what it says. It is a weird feature. You can also pay money in order to send an animated GIF. Or GIF. How do you check if you're gay? Good question. How to change graphics? You just go into the options menu and change graphics, of course. The normal health for max level Mop was around 300, 400k if you were geared. I saw Demonology was 632. They were bullshit. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember health values. I always look that up when I'm making videos. Because I found, like, if you tell people this ability did this much damage, and, since they've done level scale, like stat squishing twice. It doesn't really mean anything to people. So like in my videos, I'm always looking at what the average health was during that time period so I can give people percentages. Like, you know, this ability did 300 damage every second, which at the time was 66% of an average player's total health. It means that your class choice is far more enjoyment to the class mechanics rather than what your class can do. It allows for more focus on how classes do stuff differently. I mean, if everyone can do everything, it's just more of a flavor of how do you stun someone or how do you do a gap closer. You're still ultimately doing the same thing. It's like, okay, we're going to fight this guy until he uses his counter and his immunity, and then we can kill him. It's like, and mages have this immunity, and this class has this immunity, and this class has this gap closer. Is YouTube like a minute and a half behind, or do you suck at reading comments? I'm pretty bad at keeping up in comments. Someone help. How does WoW run on MacBook? That's funny. You're a weird feature. That was a Soul Link and Sack Demon. Oh, he spawned. I don't know where he's at though. So I'm gonna put this. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Go get him, eggs. Shit, I knew he was immune to that and I did it anyway. Fuck, I forgot I had rapid fire. I could have used that when I was in that sticky situation. Get it? Because I used the sticky glue. Befouled water globe. Wow. Your quest log is full. What? Let me get rid of this one, Okay. Path number 1. Let's go. Too bad run speed doesn't increase my swimming speed. Thoughts on your possible level squish looming? I don't want a level squish. Those are my thoughts on it. But is there a change between classic and non-classic? There was, but people got mad, so they got rid of it. Hey, Ask Jeeves, how do I run WoW on my Chromebook? Is Ask Jeeves still a thing? I thought they changed their name to Ask. Hi. Hello, Dimitri Default. If you don't know there's a mob, it's just target him with the macro and then it'll tell your pet to attack it. I mean, that's basically what I did. I also put Hunter's Mark on it so I could see it on the map. Because the thing is, like, if I just sent my pet to attack it, like, what if the mob was near, like, 3 other mobs? I don't want to fight him in that situation. So Hunter's Mark was a better alternative. You know, that way I can actually see where it's at on the map. Since Hunter's Mark has a 100-yard range, it actually allows me to track a target on the map, which is pretty great. Hunter's Mark is great for those kinds of quests. I don't know how other classes do it. They just probably suck. That's what they do. While up to date in WoW graphics options, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, my eyes kind of gloss over when I read graphics options and stuff. I'm such a hipster, I want more levels. Kata and Mop should each have 10 levels instead of 5. Heck yeah. I want to be level 350 someday. I can't do that if they squish the levels. Kill Ursongerus. Oh, I gotta kill another named NPC. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's just kill some bears for now. Love for the win. How we doing? I don't know. How does anyone do?
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
What? Why is my inventory always goddamn full?
Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore.
Oh, there's no nearby vendors. Whatever. I'll just not pick up shit, I guess. Ah, that makes sense. I was thinking from the perspective of a warlock. Yeah, warlocks, you know, they can't really do that. They can't do the hunter's mark thing.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't pick up any of these rotting carcasses. Yeah, they changed to ass a while ago. Big mistake. It's not E. What? How would you like Classic with the new / current character models? I'd like it. I was kind of assuming you could use them. And then they just kind of forced everyone to use the old ones because people complained. DM Classic WoW purist want everyone to use old graphics. They use updated NPC models for a lot of things. Okay, on short, is Classic running DirectX 11 or 12 on default? No choose option. Does anyone know? I have no idea what either of those things mean. That's too big brain for me. Even though I do watch Rick and Morty. Would Major Hunter be better looking for PvE dungeons and raids? A mage is higher DPS. Do you play any more games? Yep, I also play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I wish I could play, but my sub lapsed. Hey, just pay more money and you're good to go. Easy peasy. Classic doesn't support DX12. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know what those things mean. I also don't care to learn. It doesn't seem like something that's interesting to me. I should say. You know, don't mistake my lack of ignorance for an eagerness to learn. I can't carry that. Damn it. I'm just killing these things for experience, I guess. No changes. Has anyone stream sniped you? No. Not yet, surprisingly. Like, I had to cancel my Iron Man challenges because people wouldn't stop stream sniping me. And then I had to basically only do things in game in which, you know, it couldn't be ruined by a stream sniper. Maybe I can get rid of some of the stupid shit that I don't need. Oh, I can just feed this to this guy. But so far, Classic WoW's been fine. Medium hide. Does this even sell for anything? Probably not. Do you play on Duelist Network or Duel Links? I play on Duel Links and Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I bet only 4 people showed up to the raid. Yep, probably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I accidentally pulled the boss I was looking for. Time to use rapid fire. Should probably also go into Aspect of the Hawk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, pull threat, you stupid bear. Boar.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Ooh. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's get rid of this thing. There we go. And then accept the quest. Your quest log is full. God damn it. Why is my quest log always full? The War Song Report. Let's get rid of that. Ooh, that gives me more backspace. Neato. Oh wait, let me skin this. Oh, I can't skin it, I guess because it's a druid? I don't know. I met Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. The name changed a while ago. Yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro too. DirectX 12 supports high-end graphics such as Tomb Raider or Forza. Oh, that's totally neat. I stream sniped somebody yesterday and we ended up doing Scarlet Monastery. Well, good for you. Creeper. Nightbot sucks. He's so demanding. By the way, hero, I've never discovered, are you Native American, British, or Australian? If I may ask, just curious. What? Britain, Australia? I mean, I'm not either of those things. I'm from the US, if that's what you're asking.
Greetings.
Bubbling water. It kind of looks like they're really sticky glue. But it's not really sticky glue. Anti-venom. Yeah, I don't really need anti-venom. I don't need medium hides. I don't need light leather. Nobody buys it. Okay, everything else is probably good to go. Let me see if I can combine these. Nope. Here is an Antarctican. At least on some streams. -2 brain cells. You sound like Tony Hitchcliffe. Never heard of him. Here is a Pingu. Sounds about right. US equals American, isn't it? In EU, in Europe, America is USA. In Europe, America is USA. Oh. Yeah, I guess. Ooh, that's a lot of attack power.
Nabu. Blood and thunder. Victory.
Turn in Usurgura's paw. Okie dokie. Let's see, what do you think PvE wise? Human or orc racials are better because of sword specs? King's regards, liked your villains corner, thanks. I actually made a video on it. Humans are better. Because sword and maces covers more than just axes. And more of the BIS weapons are swords. And there's not too many BIS weapons that are axes.
What do you need?
Ooh. Ooh.
Go with honor.
Ooh, I got a new staff. What questing add-on is that? Zygor or Joanna? This is Zygor. This channel deserves more praise. Ooh, I'm sure it gets the appropriate amount. Man, my throat kind of hurts. Ugh, I need to give my throat a rest. I spent like...
Stay away from them.
So, I recorded the audio for my top 10 hardest raid bosses video. And the recording took an hour and a half. So, using my, very high energy YouTuber voice for an hour and a half, I think it kind of destroyed my throat a little bit. I was surprised it didn't do any more damage, because that's a lot. That's a very long time to be using a very high energy voice. But I seem to be fine so far. I've only started to feel like the wear and tear right now, because I also recorded a video for my Yu-Gi-Oh channel earlier today before I did the stream. And I took a cough drop afterwards just to make sure. But I think I'm starting to feel the effects of my throat right now though, because I have to use my fake voice while streaming too. Well, I don't have to. It's like, I just kind of use it by default now, and streaming just requires a lot of talking. which is putting a little bit of a strain on my throat. And this is making me think, like, how the hell do voice actors do it? How do those people have like 4 to 8 hour recording sessions? That sounds insane. Let's see, I subbed. I'm a girl, by the way. BRB. Ooh, neat. I just assume everyone is a dude until proven wrong. Because I'm right 99% of the time. Because those are my analytics. 99% men. Such a shame. If only I was, you know, doing work on a side that had a much more heavy female fan base, and then like what? It's like, well, you know, I have this policy about not dating fans anyway, so not that it would really mean anything. So I guess having an all-male fan base is fine. Voice actors. How about singers? I'm pretty sure singers have restrictions and stuff. They don't have to sing for hours on end. And most songs are like, what, 3 minutes long? God damn it, why does everyone dodge my freaking wing clip? It never works. I was thinking Soul 3s on 50. Is it worth it no matter if I change it as to an orc? What? Why would you race change from a human to an orc? Like, I mean, if faction doesn't matter to you, the best racials are on human. I have a video on it if you want to know why and get more specifics. Just search up, you know, top 10 race class combos for Classic. By going to the math about why humans are better. It's not just guesswork and stupid, you know, anecdotes. It's like literally, you know, based on the math, these ones do the most DPS. Do a Villain's Corner Van Cleef? That's a good suggestion. Gamer Grill. The only interactions I have with Gamer Girl is through $30 bathwater. Everyone is a 27-year-old male saying they're girls. Yeah, it sounds about right. Just like me. By the way, just want to point out your channel is the best WoW channel in like ever. It's 1:12 a.m. here in Germany and I can't stop watching. Appreciate your work so much. You've fallen into my trap. I specifically make my videos to be binge watchable so that you'll keep watching them one after another. It's all psychological tactics. You know, I trick people into being as entertained as possible by the video so that you think they're better than they really are. And really, is tricking people into thinking a video is entertaining such a bad thing to trick people into? Is that even tricking someone? Is making entertaining videos a trick at all? Because it is. That's exactly what I do. And you're welcome. When people assume I'm a guy in WoW, I don't bother correcting them. It gets too tiresome. That's because, like, you know, a large majority of players in WoW are guys. And that's why when, you know, WoW attracts a certain kind of guy where when they find out one person in their group is a female, they're going to start gravitating towards that female because of the certain kind of guy that WoW attracts particularly. And then you have situations where, you know, all the guys like that one person, and I've seen it happen so much. It's ridiculous. But I would assume that probably happens in any group of people getting together. It just seems to have, it seems like it would happen more often in a group of people in a WoW situation. Make $30 gamer bathwater. I mean, no one's gonna care about my bathwater. Oh, look, a new member. Hello there, alt-tiered. That makes you member number 10. Ooh, do I get any perks for having 10 members? I think they give you like more subs and emotes and stuff. Are you a good singer? No. I've only ever sung one time, and that was as a joke. What should we call it? I have a YouTuber friend who likes to occasionally play Twitch Sings for fun on his Twitch channel. And so I did a duet with him with gamer Skater Boy, because he hates the song Skater Boy, so I like to ask him to sing it all the time as a joke. And so I did the duet with Skater Boy. And that's like the only experience I have singing anything. Do your boy gamer girl pee down to reduction and vape it? Man, that's a good idea. Why did I ever think of that? Gamer girl bath water vapes. Well, shit. Time to use action surge. Oh my god, this thing has so much health. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm trying to pull it, but it's not really working. Okay, I'm gonna kill this thing and then run away. Run away! You are gonna be my distraction. Why are you running with me? Hi here, I'm watching while cooking dinner. Hello there, Morgan. Morgan Womack. I too enjoy watching YouTube videos and anime while I cook. In fact, it's kind of weird to do so without cooking. I just tuned in a few minutes ago. What server are you playing on? If you care to show. LOL, you tricked me hard. What? Tricked you so hard. If you all enjoy my videos, that means you all got tricked. I tricked every single one of you. The server I'm on is ATS. You can just type in !server to view it. The lies. Morgan, you don't want to die while watching cooking. You have a very calming voice. Yes, I have been told that a lot. I'd buy your bathwater. Sure you would. I'm safe from Weltz's dabbing here. Like, one of the few member emotes I have is an emote of Pickle Rick dabbing. So if you want a dabbing emote, all you have to do is just become a channel member of this. And then you can do the emote of Pickle Rick dabbing. Because, you know, I don't really take the emote stuff seriously, so I just put a whole bunch of memes in there. You know, like really bad memes too. And what's worse than Pickle Rick dabbing? Nothing. And that's why it's great. Was that video clipped? What video? Ow, my nose is itchy. My nose has been really itchy lately, and I don't know why. Correction, I know exactly why. I wish I could play, but my sub lapsed. You should just get a new sub. Easy peasy. Pally is the most exciting class to level in vanilla, don't you think? Sure, if you're like, you know, if it's opposite day, that's the exact same words I would use as well. Go, go, go. Love your streams. Keep it up. Why, thanks for the 10 US alt-tiered. This thing will, read it off in a second. How the hell do I get over there? Do I have to, like, go all the way over this way in order to get up there?
Love your streams. Keep it up.
Why, thanks. The streams I do once a week. You know, I'm thinking, like, what should I get for dinner tonight? Because I'm getting kind of hungry. I kind of want to buy a sub from Domino's. Because those are pretty good. With some chicken wings. And a soda pop. Ugh, I'm making myself so hungry. Do you have any other copies, or is this your main? My main character is a Disc Priest that's level 120 on BFA. Technically, all of my characters in Classic are alts. But, you know, I understand what you're asking. Is this my highest level character in Classic? Yeah, it is. This is my, my big dude. Fair enough. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, you should have said the server name. Here comes the stream snippers. I mean, like, you can learn my server name if you just type in !server. Nobody really cares enough about my character or me to really stream snipe, so I don't have to worry about it as much as, you know, like an actual big streamer. But it is still something I have to worry about a little bit. Like, I'm actually just kind of surprised I haven't had too many stream snipers yet, because that was actually a really big problem when I used to stream Iron Man challenges. If you're into masochism level, a paladin. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. So is Druid any good in Classic? If you like to heal with only healing touch, yeah, it's great. Ah, leave me alone. Only $400 get a noose today. Wow, that's super cheap. I wish I could buy 7. Was your singing video clipped? No. It's probably still on there. Like, if you have Twitch Sings, you can probably look for it in the Skater Boy duet section. I don't know how that works, though. It might be gone by now, because I did it like a couple weeks ago. Or maybe it was a month ago now. Shit. I don't know. Time goes by so fast when you make videos. I was watching Noble stream the other day, and he actually mentioned one of your videos. I don't remember which one though, but I was pleasantly surprised to hear him mention you. Oh, really? Which video was it? I wouldn't think he'd watch my videos. He might have seen one of them because I made something... I don't know. I remember he mentioned my video, one of my videos, once in a video of his. Because, like, I made a video about the secret order hall quest chain in the Hunter order hall. And he mentioned it in one of his videos because it was relevant to one of the lore topics he was talking about. But other than that, the only other time I've seen myself in his videos was when he was doing this Q&A. I remember this because someone, like, clipped it and sent it to me. Someone once sent him a question asking about his faction loyalty. And it's like, are you ever going to go as bad as Haruma Red X with his faction loyalty to the Horde? And, you know, be blindly loyal to the Alliance and alienate half your audience? You know, because this YouTuber, Haruma Red X, did it so badly and alienates half of his audience with his love of the Horde. I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. I just kind of do it for a joke. And after I saw that, I kind of like stopped the whole Horde supremacy thing I used to do in videos. Because it's like, I don't really have a faction bias. You know, I do like the Horde better. But I don't hate the Alliance either. Like, you know, Alliance has lots of good stuff too. I just kind of played up the Horde bias thing because I thought it was, you know, a fun little joke. But it's very easy to take it seriously. And, you know, if it's not very obviously a joke, then I'm not doing the joke correctly. And that's why I just stopped. So you don't really see that kind of stuff anymore in my modern videos. Whereas, you know, I would take pot shots at the Alliance every time I got in my older ones. As a joke. Hero is a troll master. I don't know, you kind of have to, like, think of these things. Like, if you're making a joke, and it's not obviously a joke, then you're not doing a good job at telling the joke. Because, like, why would anyone assume, you know, I wasn't just being serious about it? It's like, good, you know, good point. I should probably stop then. And so I did. Order Domino's if you're hangry. We don't care if it only takes a minute. I don't want to be hangry, trust me. Well, I mean, I'm going to do it after I'm done streaming. I only stream for 2 hours. And, wow. There's 266 people watching right now. That's like 150 more than my average amount. I guess people really want to see a retail player struggle in Classic. I will say, though, I haven't died a single time yet. I'm too good at this game. It's just Alliance or 12. Yeah, I'd always call Alliance players 12. I still do that occasionally, just not in videos anymore. Only in streams or like Discord chats. Why everyone thinks Souls Raise is bad. Iceberg Spear is not released yet. I don't know if anyone's saying it's bad. It's just like... I don't know. I don't know if anyone was saying it's bad. Is it bad? I can't carry anymore. Can I combine these? No, I should probably kill this thing though so I can try looting. Oh wait, let's come over here and auto shot. It's more damage. Do for the horde. Yo, what is wrong with the light? Uther had it. Arthas had it once. It's literally how the world population should be. How can you not like it? What? What's wrong with the light? I never said anything bad about the light. Are you trying to say that Horde doesn't have the light? Because they do. The Horde absolutely also has creatures who can use the light. Here, let me just have him eat all of this clam meat. He'll like it. Can I combine these things? No, of course not. God damn it, these fucking pages are so annoying. Just a question, why is Lillian Voss in a lot of your videos? Because Lillian Voss is great. And I'll take any opportunity to mention her in a video. Damn it. Leave me alone. Stop. Get him. Leave me alone. Why are these things so high level? I don't like killing things that are at my level. Is there a classic weapon you really want? Yeah, I really want to get Rock Delar, so I can get footage of it. And so that I can prove to everyone that I have a big penis. You know, because that's a thing that people brag about, right? Getting hard to get weapons. Damn it, it still doesn't work. I need more space, so I'm gonna destroy more stuff because I don't want to run back to town. Why do you really play a, should I say, casual game like Mario or stuff like that? Do you really play casual games? Yeah, I do. I love casual shit. If anything, I don't really like playing hard games. She's hot, that's why. Who's hot? Lillian Voss? I wouldn't say Lillian Voss is hot. That's funny. Like, you know, she's one of my favorite Warcraft characters. And her appearance has never once crossed my mind as like a factor in that. If anything, she's, you know, part of her character is that she looks monstrous. Real question, why isn't Lillian Voss in HOTS yet? Right? I'd play the hell out of her if she was in HOTS. She'd be too broken though. Imagine being Alliance in 2019, right? Oh my god, how I don't even really like WoW, but I can't stop watching the stream. Why would you watch the stream if you didn't play WoW? I don't know. Why do I watch Magic the Gathering videos occasionally, even though I don't play the game? Is there a classic weapon? Real question, not to struggle. I just like hearing that voice in my BFD run. Server, actually younger players play Horde, but not as young as 12 though. Actually, all young players play Alliance, because all Alliance players are 12. Everybody knows that. But male blood elves need to learn how to grow something other than a goatee. I mean, beards are gross anyway, so... You know, blood elves, they got it going. I wish I didn't have to shave every week. That would be great. I'll never understand why a large amount of guys like facial hair. Part of my character is that I look monstrous. Yeah, you see, I love playing monster races because, you know, it reminds me of me. It's like I'm playing myself in the game, you know? I'm sure that's why everyone else does it as well. It's because you like to play characters that relate to yourself. I play classics so I can get benediction. Man, I was going to make a video about that, but I never did. So I have no idea what goes into making that. You read my message. For the Alliance, 12 plus 19 years of age, by the way. I'll have you know, I'm only 16, so you're older than me. Man, high school, am I right, fellow teens? Isn't it nice that we're going to have the weekend off because it's Friday? Goatee makes you look like a douche, basically. Like, why else would you have one? You know? Savannah's Windrunner fanboys are weird. War crimes are fine. Hey, there's more to her character than just the massive amounts of war crimes she commits. Everybody knows that. Why do you think she has so many fans? Fuck, I didn't see that guy. Let me just kite. Oh, god damn it, seriously? There we go. I'm all out of mana. Let me just focus on this thing. Should probably go into aspect of the cheetah. Try to get my pig to pull aggro away from me. Come on, pull aggro, you stupid little bitch. Pull aggro. I've already used my sticky glue. Come on, eggs, you got this. You got this. Ground up, I have nothing. I should be able to do this, though. I just have to melee this one guy to death, and I have no mana. And I have rank 1 Mongoose Bite. Hearing your voice in the background, and that high school shit has me dying. Man, high school, am I right, fellow teens, though? Because I know everyone here is a fellow teenager, just like me. That was kind of scary. Why is it whenever I pull one extra mob, I always pull like a third or fourth one as well? I'm not dying today, though. I have my real sticky glue, which prevents me from dying. Plus, I'm too good at this game. Oh, when did I get that scroll? I don't remember getting a scroll. Is this enough to create a fucking book? Of course it's not. Why would that be something I can do? So you say I'm small and fat because I play a dwarf? I mean, like, I'm not saying it, but, you know. If the shoe fits. Or however that expression goes. Bye, guys. Make sure to sub to this guy's channel named Dirter Default. Hope you guys have a good stream. Hearing you. How do you do, fellow kids? How about that homeroom teacher, huh? I know, right? Isn't the amount of homework he gives ridiculous? It's like, I have other classes, you know. Yours is not the only one in the world. Come on, guys. Do teachers even understand us kids? I don't want to spend all day at home doing homework. I have chores that my parents make me do as well. Ugh. High school is so hard, am I right? Nailed it. First death? I didn't die. I'm too good at this game to die. Although I am almost out of really sticky glue now. Man, this glue has gotten me out of so many sticky situations. Hello, I remember this quest. Absolutely terrible drop rates. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I have to get 16 of them. And I've, like, massacred the entire village already. I've gotten 9. Oh my god. Typical hunter. Pulls everything. Is that weird noise happening on your stream? Is there a weird noise happening? I don't know. You know when you wake up in the morning and you're sick and you feel like garbage? Well, that's me right now. Sick as a freaking dog in bed watching this. Oof, that sucks. I wouldn't know since I don't ever get sick. Because you see, I don't leave the house, so I don't talk to people. Which means I don't get their germs spread to me. Which weapon is more humane, flamethrower or a chainsaw? Probably a chainsaw. Burning to death is probably one of the worst ways you can die. That's why even medieval Europe outlawed, you know, burning people in the 1600s. And why they switched over to just hanging people instead. What's that, boy? Gonna glue someone? Gonna sell some Coke bottles? Yep. Horde got 2 or 1 Griffin in Ashenvale in Classic. Surprisingly, I have like 2 or 3 flight points in here. Or maybe it's just 2 flight points. It's, you know, 1 more than average in a zone. That's for sure. Teachers actually should understand their pupils. I am a teacher in Germany, and as you can see, I'm not that far away from the teenager in terms of interest. Man, somebody gets it. Teachers just don't understand. Am I right, fellow teens? If only teachers could understand, it's like, man, you're not the only class I have. Why are you giving me so much homework? Am I right? It sounds really weird, to be honest. Dude, this title is clickbait. How is this title clickbait? Like, I mean, obviously, I made the title because I knew it would be an attractive thing. And I totally just ripped it from Nora because she had something similar. But it's not really clickbait. Imagine being an orc in 2019. This post made by Troll Gang. Yeah, trolls are a better hunter race. I don't really like how trolls look, though. Burning to death is my phobia. Hey, pretty reasonable phobia. So they fixed flight points in Ashenvale for Alliance and TBC, but Horde got it fine. Interesting. Do Alliance not have flight points in Ashenvale? If so, that's hilarious. Here, what high school classes are you taking, Uwu? This semester, I'm currently taking Economics, Senior English, Jewel Crafting 101, not Jewel Crafting, Jewelry, Art, Intro to Drawing, Architecture 202, and Trigonometry. Those are my classes. And I was trying real hard to remember what I took in my senior year. It's too damn hard. So long ago. Alliance has a flight point in Ashenvale. Jewel crafting. How much gold do you have to pay the trained jewel crafting classes? Hey, I mean, I took a jewelry class in high school. Or I'm taking one since I'm currently in high school, fellow kids. Am I right or am I right? Ah! Fucking shit, why does this always miss? How come when I put 2 slows on him, it doesn't stop him to 100%? Isn't a 50% slow plus a 50% slow? Ooh. Ooh. Let me use this so I can pick up this. And then have my pet attack him and then jump over here. Too good. Do you think just leveling in classic no dungeons is fun? I mean, if you want to do a dungeon, you have to talk to people. And I ain't about to talk to anyone, so this is the best way I can level. Ooh, my pet is gonna do 4% more damage. Ah. He's so strong. You're so strong, eggs. Oh wait, I didn't finish the quest. I just leveled up. Oh, this quest sucks. Here is a 16-year-old virgin. I mean, obviously, because I'm only 16. Why am I a student, yet I'm best at dodgeball? Almost every other sport in school isn't disobeying the laws of physics. I get all the girls annoying me, and I mean all of them. The best at dodgeball. Man, that reminds me. I was thinking about this the other day. So, like, when I was in football, you know, they made us weightlift. That was just one of the requirements to be in football. And so we'd lift like an hour before school started. And we had max and this thing called the 1,000-pound club, where if your maximum weight lift of 3 specific weights, you know, added up to equal over 1,000, you got to join what was known as the 1,000-pound club. And I never managed to actually join it, despite being one of the strongest players on the team, because the way our school did it was like ridiculous compared to how other schools did it. Because I remember, like, we would, you know, go over to other schools and we'd see their weight rooms sometimes when we went to the locker rooms, and they had like a list of like their 1,000-pound club members. And like I remember we went to another school and their list had like over 15 people on it. And I was like, holy hell, these guys are super strong. Because like our list only had like, you know, 5 or like less than 10. It was a really small number. And so I looked at it because this was an incredibly high number, and I noticed that their 1,000-pound club included their deadlift stat. And I was like, oh my god, if only... So what our school did, you know, this is probably boring everyone who doesn't weightlift, was it counted your bench and squat plus this thing called the power clean. Like the bench and squat, those are pretty standard. Everybody knows what a bench press is. Everyone knows what a squat is. But the third metric we had was this thing called the power cling, which is like a very advanced deadlift that requires you to pick up a bar from the ground and put it over your head. Like, it's a really difficult weight lift. And so the 1,000-pound club was, you know, your deadlift. No, not your deadlift. Your power cling, squat, and bench press. And my bench press was 300 and my squat was 425, which are both really high numbers. But my power cling was only 195. So, like, you know, I was only like 900 and something for the 1,000-pound club. And I could never actually get my power cling higher because the power cling is really fucking hard. So even getting it to 195 was difficult, even though I had really high benches and squats. And I think it all... Actually, you know what? Let me add it up real quick. So at my max bench of 300 plus 425 plus 195, yeah, it added up to 920. So I was 80 pounds away from the 1,000-pound club. And then I saw these other schools, and they didn't have a power cling. It was just deadlift. Like, I could easily deadlift over 400 pounds. So if we had just added deadlift to it instead, 425 plus 300 plus 400, I would have had 1,125. I would have, like, exceeded the 1,000-pound club, no problem. And I always remember that. I never got to get the 1,000-pound club shirt because our fucking school used the power cling. And the power cling is so hard. And it's like getting... What was your weight for the weight lift? I think I weighed around 200 pounds back then. So, like, you know, getting higher, 300 is already super high for the bench press. There was no way I was going to get it higher than that. And the squat at 425 was also really high. Like, the highest squat in our school was like 450. You know, you can't really improve too much on that. I think the highest bench was like 325. I can't really improve the bench much more either, so the only thing I could possibly do was to improve my power cling score, and it's just too hard. The power cling is just like too difficult to go up to higher weights, and yet every other school just used the deadlift instead, and the deadlift's like the easiest fucking weight lift in the world, to the point where I think it's kind of a joke. I don't know why this reminded me of it, but someone brought it up, and it just got me on, you know, the 1,000-pound club rant. I was so close, but I would have had to have done a power cling of like 250, which is too hard. How much do you weigh now? I weigh 220 now. Or I might have weighed that much back then as well. I'm pretty sure I weigh the same now as I did in high school, which was fat. But back then I was also, you know, really strong as well. I need more horns. These guys just never drop anything. Or did I finish this quest? Nope, I didn't. Strong WoW players? Impossible. Yeah, I'm sure there's like, you know, a handful of them. Not every WoW player is gross neckbeard. I'd assume that only encompasses, you know, like a vast majority of them, but not all of them, obviously. Only a majority of WoW players are fat neckbeards.
I can't carry it.
I hate these fucking pages, but I can't stop picking them up. Is this enough for another? No, it's not enough. This fucking quest. What were we talking about? 1,000 lub bench squat deadlift. 1,000 pound is bench squat and deadlift. Yeah, that's how most normal fucking schools do it, or you know, most normal things who have the 1,000 pound club. Ours had to be special for some reason and include the power cling in it, and the power cling is like a really difficult lift to do. Otherwise, I would have easily have been in the 1,000 pound club. And I couldn't believe other schools used the deadlift in it. I thought they all just used the power cling, because like, why would our school be different? You know, that's what made the 1,000 pound club, you know, like special. Like if you could actually make it in there, that was amazing, because that's super hard. Because like, you know, most adults can't bench press 300. That's a pretty high number. But no, everyone else who was in it, they just had really good power clings. That's all it was. Most of them had lower benches and squat numbers than I did, but they had a good power cling, so they made it in. Oh my god, this is annoying. What the fuck is the power cling? Let me see if I can look this up and show you. So I can show you how difficult this thing is. Let me see. Power cling. Movement demo for a power cling. Let me mute this real quick. Blah blah blah. Does he do a power cling or not? He does a half cling. Power cling and press. God, even a half power cling would be easy. But no, we had to do the full one. Yeah, this guy does it. Okay, so here, let me show you what it is. Let me put this over here. Let me turn on the sound.
Reset if you need to, and right from the top.
That's what it is. You pick up the bar from the floor and need to push it over your head. It's too hard to do high weight lifts with that. I don't understand how people were able to get up to like 300 doing that. That's too hard. Can't power clean. Like, my power clean was still 195. That's more than probably any of you guys could possibly do. You know, unless you're also a weightlifter, then you should be able to do that pretty easily. But it was just too hard to do higher weights. And yet a deadlift is just like half that. Deadlift is literally just picking up the bar from the floor and just standing up. That's it. You don't got to do anything special. You don't have to have technique to pull it to your chest and then push it above your head.
I can't carry anymore.
But an extremely skinny neckbeard. You can't be a neckbeard and skinny. You have to be fat. Otherwise, you're just... I don't know. Seventh grade is a meme. Do your homework. What? What's a meme? Oh, I only need 2 more horns. I'm almost done. Blah, blah, blah. 7th grade. How many power clings did they have you do at 300 to pass? 300? Oh my god. It's not that you had to do them. Like, your weights were based on your max. So, like, the reason we did maxes so that we could see, you know, what we were supposed to do for the actual weightlifting throughout the week. And then they just had the 1,000-pound club for fun. So, like, you know, you would do your max, and then your weights would be based off of it. Like, you know, the lifts for the day were, like, do 50% at 10 reps, do 60% at 8 reps, and so on and so on. You did your reps based on your max. And then you'd end off with, like, you know, 2 reps at 90% of your max. Power cling 300 is just dangerous. Why would a school do that? Exactly. Like, why did they make us do the power cling? It's so stupid. Like, you know, I should correct myself. The power cling is kind of a fun workout to do. I'm not gonna lie. It's just doing it for a max is really difficult. That's where my problem really lies. The workout itself was actually kind of fun when you were just doing it normally, but counting that towards the max for the 1,000-pound club is what I had a problem with, because it was too difficult to do high weights with that in order to reach 1,000. And I was already at like the top of the top with my other 2 weights. But I was 80 pounds shy of the 1,000-pound club because I had a really bad power cling. I'm not a power lifter. I run track, so coaches only let me do endurance lifts. Yeah, endurance lifts are completely different. Like, I don't think endurance lifting even has you ever do a max. Like, they don't give a shit what your max is, because all you're doing is just a ton of reps. That's what the wrestlers would do. In football, they cared very much about, you know, increasing your maximum strength.
Inventory is full.
Oh my god, give me horns. Okay, not 300. Just misread because I thought you were explaining that they were insane, that that was that high. 300, oh no, 300 was my bench max. I remember it was 300 exactly because when we were doing maxes, I was able to get up to 495, and that was with like the 3 plates on or something. And I was like, you know, if I just put on those little 2.5 plates on both sides, I can reach 300 exactly. And so I did that, and I did one more, and I got it. And I was like, god damn, that was heavy as hell. Like, doing 295 was already difficult. Doing it one more time with just 5 more pounds, it was really tough. I almost didn't get it. Here, one of your videos, you call it warriors are the only viable vanilla tanks. Are druids and pallies not viable back then? No, they're not. Not unless you like severely overgear the content and you have good healers. In which case, that's not a viable tank. You could probably have a hunter's pet tank in those kinds of situations as well. Hero is ignoring me. Am I ignoring you? You said that's easy? I'll give you my horn, baby. Yeah, I don't know about that. Here, one of your videos, will I be able to sing and strong as you one day if I'm not strong anymore. That was like me in high school 10 years ago. Someone just brought it up and it just reminded me about how I never made the 1,000-pound club because our school included the power cling. And if we had just included the deadlift like literally everyone else does, I would have easily have made it. Like to the point where it wouldn't have even been a big deal because like power deadlift, yeah, you can do that at like over 400 no problem. You could probably sneeze and hit like 500 in the deadlift. Like the deadlift is a gigantic, this is like some of the biggest numbers you can get is through the deadlift. Everybody's been talking about 1,000-pound clubs for 30 minutes now. Yeah, I had this thing like in my in my Q&As where I had to stop myself from constantly talking about football stuff. Because understandably, no one cares. But sometimes, you know, I go off on just like really long tangents about the times in which I used to be an athlete. Long ago, good old days, back when I was in high school, which I still am because I'm currently only 16. Am I right, fellow teenagers and fucking whatever we do in high school? We do in high school because I'm currently in it. Dang, I wish I was an alpha as hero. Yes, yes, total alpha. Druids and pallies can't really hold aggro in raids due to certain mechanics, and their damage mitigation and threat is meh. Yeah, something like that. You know, I think shamans make better tanks than them. I just asked my husband, and his school was squat, bench, and deadlift as well. See? That's how all normal schools did it. Although, let's stop talking about the 1,000-pound club. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get angry. Let's talk about Antonio Brown. Gee, to hate WoW more till I saw your videos, old school stuff. Got me back into the game for Classic. Well, that's good. Here is 16. He graduated high school when he was 6 because he's hero. Yes, exactly. I am still in high school though because they made me go back. That's the story. We snort blow in high school, sir. You know, like I found out years later that one of my friends in high school was addicted to cocaine while he was in high school. And I was like, what? Isn't cocaine like an expensive drug? How the hell were you affording that in high school? You didn't have a job? You didn't have rich parents? That was a huge shock. Vape and memes out loud. Tony Romero. Where do pallies fit in vanilla then besides being buff bots? They're good healers. That's what they are. Shamans are better than both druids and pallies. Here, are you going to Jaina's party tonight? All the cool kids will be there. I mean, if there's a party, there's a good chance I was already invited and I told them no. That's usually how it was in high school. People would invite me places and I would just keep telling them no because I wanted to go home to play WoW.
What can I do for you?
Time is money, friend. If you ever need any
Like, I mean, you can be popular and just not ever do anything. Which is kind of what I did. I just ignored everyone.
Peace, friend.
No, I didn't ignore them. That's not the right thing. I would definitely talk to them because if you ignore them, they would just try harder to talk to you. So I was friendly and I used them to practice my social skills and stuff. But if they ever invited me places outside of school, I always said no. Everything. Never actually like went out and hung out outside of school with anyone. Despite the fact that they never stopped inviting me. Like, even after high school ended, I just stopped talking to everyone I knew, and I just ignored all of their messages, and, you know, they tried for a few months before they finally gave up. Wasn't the smartest thing in the world to do, but, you know, I really just wanted to play WoW. When did I get a gold bar? Okay, I'm gonna end it here. You want to come to an epic party, hero? Nah. Let's go do things high schoolers do. Why does Konami give you free stuff? Because I have a popular Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Hero was so smart, he had been held back because he was too good and made all the other kids look bad. Yeah, basically. Opinions on Otonia Brown. I have no idea who that is, and I don't know why you think I should know who that is. I really had a friend of mine, regular base, asked me to snort coke with him in the bathroom like 7 years ago, and I was like, nah, you have fun, my dude. Yeah, like, you know, no one ever offered me drugs, thankfully, and I would have absolutely have said no, because I don't drink either. But man, I was super surprised to learn that one of my friends was basically doing cocaine the whole time. I was like, oof, oof. You know, good thing we weren't close friends, I guess. I was poor to afford my own, so crew getting in on that. Bye, though. Thanks for the amazing stream. See ya. Man, I'll quit leveling my paladin now. I'm crying. Yeah, vanilla WoW. You know, classes, they can only really do one thing at max level, so you have to pick what you want. There are a few classes that have options, like warriors can choose to tank or DPS. People are going to expect you to tank. If you're a warrior, people are going to whisper you all the time to tank for them, but you can also DPS. Okay, have fun with my high schooler things, I shall. Until next week, or until gamer night tonight.